How's it going, everybody? Today we'll be looking at the P-64. This is a little 9x18 Makarov pistol from Poland. It was their service weapon for a while. 6-round magazine, single stack. It's got a few little quirks to it. Overall, I do like it. I have had it out shooting. It is surprisingly accurate. It does shoot high, under 25 yards, because that's about where it was sighted in for. And it's got a couple of little quirks. You can probably hear it's pouring rain right now, so I can't really do any shooting until that stops. But I'll talk a little bit about the gun. How's it going, everybody? The rain stopped long enough for me to do a couple of reviews here. This is a P-64 from Poland. It comes from the era when Russia and the Eastern Bloc states were going for very small service pistols. This chamber is the 9x18 Makarov round, which is somewhere in between a .380 and a 9mm. It's not a bad round, but certainly not something anyone would classify as a very powerful round. However, in these tiny pistols, you do get a lot of rotation. They are straight blowback. It tears up the webbing of your hand. I highly suggest wearing a glove while shooting this. In fact, I'll put one on right now. They're running about $200 to $250 right now. Highly suggest picking one up. Just like all the other Makarovs we've seen hit the market, they will dry up, and they will dry up quickly. The CZ82 was probably one of the nicest ones, and you can't find one anywhere right now, except for the secondary market. Same with pretty much all the Makarovs. So if you want one, pick one up now. This gun does have a couple of little quirks to it. Main one being is that it has a decocker safety. But as far as I can tell, this gun must have been designed by a committee, because it also has a 20-pound double-action trigger. So the whole point of having decocker safety is you decock it, you holster it, and then when you draw it, flip it off safety, and you've got a double-action trigger, and then you go to single action. That's fine. Some people are saying you can... I don't know if I don't suggest this, but you can... put the safety in between decock and have the safety off, and it's kind of like having it cocked and locked, except there's no detent there, so it does not lock in that position. So it's extremely easy to either flick the safety off and then you have a cocked pistol with no safety, or to decock it, in which you run into the same problem. The workaround for this is, of course, to buy a different spring set for it. You can get this from Wolf Springs. I've ordered them, but I thought I'd do a shooting review on this gun before I got the springs in. Afterwards, I'll do another one, tell you how it is. It's a bit jarring to go from the 20-pound double-action trigger pull on this to the 4-pound, that's right, single action. It shoots extremely well in single action. It's very accurate. It does shoot very high, though, which I'll show you in a minute, because it's sighted in for like 25 yards, which is kind of weird for such a small service pistol, but whatever. So let's go ahead. It's a single stack 6-round magazine. All right. It's in double action, or it's in single action right now because I just cocked it. We'll go ahead and decock it. Decocked. Take that off, and I'll show you just how bad the trigger pull actually is. Jesus. Okay, I actually had to use 2 fingers. I had to wrap my other finger around to get it to go. It's in single action now. Jumping a little bit today. The catch for the magazine is on the bottom of the pistol here, so it doesn't have an easy release or anything like that. It would make a decent carry gun. I think anyways, most situations you're not going to need more than 6 rounds. And hollow points are available for this, but as a service pistol, I really don't understand why they went this route. It kind of copies off of what you see in the civilian market around that time, at least I think so, rather than the military market. But yeah, the double action trigger on this is unmanageable. Alright. So as I said, other than the weird double action trigger, 20-pound trigger pull, it is a nice pistol. It is not a nice pistol to take to the range, because it just tears up the webbing in your hand. Even with these gloves, I feel it pretty bad. I certainly suggest, if you're going to get one of these, to get the Wolf spring set for this, the Wolf spring set, because you're just not going to enjoy that double action trigger. If you plan on carrying this, definitely, I really don't suggest going with the cocked and locked option. I'll show you why here in a second. It is empty. When you have it like this, you can put it in this position to where it is cocked and locked, as you can see. Hammer's back, safety's on, the trigger does not function, but it's very, very easy to flick the safety off. There's nothing holding it there, and it's just as easy to hit the decocker. So I don't think that's an option. As with everything, it's up to you to decide if it's an option, but for me it isn't. So let's just do one more magazine through it, and then I'll show you the target. Alright, keep in mind some of these were me trying to fire it in double action, which just does not work. So that's about the pattern you're getting. Got a couple of double holes there, but yeah, unmanageable in double action, but not bad at all. Actually, I got it right in the bullseye there. That was pure luck, that is. Trust me, I'm a pretty good shot, but that was not skill. About, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 yards out. Nah, probably about 15. So it's not bad. I could definitely get better if I got used to that gun, but the recoil on it is just kind of jarring. So is the switch from 20-pound to a 4-pound trigger. It's very difficult to get used to that. For a carry gun, I definitely suggest getting the other spring set so there's not that jump, and you don't have to use 2 fingers to fire it in double action. So yeah, let's do one more in double action. I'll try a couple shots in double action just to show you how bad it is. Now, I'm certainly not a bad shot. I have to qualify with a pistol at work, so I'm pretty decent, but I cannot hit a damn thing with this double action trigger. So let me just give you a little bit more of a close-up to see how bad my gun's shaking and what I have to go through to get this to go off in double action. As I said, it's fixable, so if you buy this gun, don't let that prevent you. You can drop that trigger down to about a 10-pounder, but straight out of the box, let me show you what you're dealing with. When I got this gun, I had the shop owner try to fire it. He thought it was broken, but apparently that's how they're supposed to be. I already knew that. I just wanted to mess with him. So let's go ahead. All right, decock it. All right. You hit this wall where it just won't go anywhere. You actually need to use both fingers. Jeez, and you anticipate it. All right, let's try it one more time. One more time. Come on! Damn it! Kind of gotta like jerk it. It's unmanageable. I honestly have no idea how they thought this was a good idea, but they thought this was an extra safety for this gun. Of course, it's got decocker safety. It's out of ammo right now. But I have no idea why they thought that was a fucking good idea. I'm guessing because they're Russians and it was designed by probably a committee that had no idea what they were doing. Well, they weren't Russians. They were Polish, but they were under communist rule, whatever. Anyways, yeah, it's not possible to get that freaking gun to go off. If you had to draw that in like a combat situation or a civilian concealed carry situation, just stand still for a fucking second. Boom! Yeah, that's not going to happen. Definitely get the extra spring set with that. That's all I can really say. I like the gun. I really do. I don't want to shit on it too much. It's pretty accurate. It's fun to shoot. I like these old Makarov pistols. This one's definitely got issues. They can be fixed, but I do like it. I like the look. I like the feel. I like everything about it except for that damn trigger. So decide for yourself. $250. Why not?